Emma and I were sitting on the back porch, sitting enjoying the day. Everything was calm. And I look over and I said, "What in the world?" And there's a bear standing there, right there. So I went in and got my camera. Actually, I got my cell phone and I said, "Take shoot this guy and see what's going on." He acted like he didn't even see me. I yelled at him. He didn't even look. And he spent I don't know how much time he spent out here, quite a bit. He was wandering around, smelling absolutely everything. And I don't like the cell phone to take pictures with. It was vertical, and I turned it horizontal, and then it went to other horizontal, and I had real trouble with it. Anyway, that's a weather station we have, and it tells how much water's been, we've collected in inches, and the wind direction, the wind speed, and we keep track of it. It has temperature, and it has a transmitter, transmits to a receiver in the house, and so we keep track of it. And he seemed to like it. I mentioned, and that's some of the hold downs for that tower. I don't know. He's just curious. These things were endangered for a long time, and they've come back. Wildlife people really like them. I don't like them. I got nothing against the guy, but hey, this is my place. Anyway, this is some video of our visitor. Oh, maybe he's leaving. Well, maybe he's not leaving. He's wandering around out there. That area all out there is where Pat goes in the morning to feed the wild birds. And Emma's out there when she does that and leaves smell. I guess the bear's smelling everything. He's wandering around. Yeah, it looks like he's coming back up this way. He's sure not worried about me. I've got some bear spray. I haven't had a chance to use it. Well, he's back to the pole. That pole there, it's about 20 feet up, and it's where we have a wind turbine. The blades came off the wind turbine. Oh, he's raised up there, he's smelling that weather device. Anyway, and the propeller on the wind turbine blew off. It's typical Chinese junk. Those things, they don't work worth a darn. You don't have enough wind. So what's he doing now? He's heading out. Oh, okay. There's a ravine where he's going, and when it rains, a lot of water runs down through there and heads off. We're looking east right now. That's the Chisos Mountains way in the background. So I guess maybe we'll see the end of it. According to Pat, nope, he's out there. I don't see him here. Oh, dice, where is the guy? The cell phone has a feature allows you to zoom in. This is a GoPro. It's easier to use. but you can't zoom it. So you're stuck with whatever magnification you get unless you try to go in. And I use Tentacle Studio 25 to edit. And you could always go in. He came on back. He sure likes the backyard. Where are you going, guy? He's heading over to where we have water for the wild birds. There's no water in that artificial spring because some bear, we have two of them that come out here. It tore it all up, dug holes and everything. So we use some of those commercial waterers for chickens. And I've seen this guy come over and take a drink. Be a little, he can't get much. So he's heading over. You can see the waterer right in front of him. What's he going to do? Is he going to go over? Ah, here he comes. Here he comes. Uh, he acts like he doesn't even know I'm here. The other bear that's been here is bigger than this guy. I think this one might be young. Don't know. I don't know much about bears. But I've run him off, run the other one off before. He comes in the middle of the night. And the second time I ran him off, I fired off a round from, small caliber handgun. I wasn't shooting at him. I just put it, so that he'd hear the noise. And he took off, and he hasn't been back. This guy, I fired a round off for this thing, and he didn't even act like he heard it at all. So I don't know what I know what he's after, and because I've seen all this video, I've shot it myself. So I know what he's after, and there's some pictures of him. Now he's down on the west end of the house. You can't see him because, oh, there he goes. You can kind of see his back. That's where the door there. He's going to try the front yard. Here he comes by the old tractor. Love that tractor. I have difficulties getting around anymore. Things tend to give it up when you get old. But I go everywhere around here in that tractor. The backhoe's a different matter. That thing is hard to use. The seat on those turns around, and it's a pain. I have trouble turning the seat around. Yeah, let's see. What is he looking at? Wait, maybe he likes that truck. That F-250 diesel over there. I love that truck too. Thing's got 300,000 miles on it and still growing strong. Yep, think I might have jinxed it. That trailer over there, we lived in that when we were building this place. And we still use that for a shower. We have afternoon shower. Okay, what's he doing? The other truck there, one on the left-hand side, that's I jokingly call that the dwarf. That's Pat's truck. It's loaded up. We have to make a dump run. We don't have dump service out here. We don't have anything out here. And so stuff builds up, and we make a run up to Alpine to the landfill. Give them a stupid amount of money because they have a minimum. But you got to do something with your trash, and we have to break it up because they don't like. Where'd he go? I've lost track of him. Okay. Now he's over there by our utility trailer. That thing's loaded up because that has construction debris type stuff. They don't want you to bury, they don't want to bury your construction debris with your kitchen trash. up there. I don't know what the reasoning is. Where is he now? See, spot him. Okay, he's over by the work shed. Now, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what the guy's after. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. We have two trash cans that Pat keeps scratch in, and we feed the wild birds. We have a lot of quail and a lot of dove and a lot of other small wild birds. And they come in and they have breakfast. And the other bear, so I shut the door, and that chased him off. I've yelled at him. He doesn't pay any attention. He'll come back because in those cans is where the scratch is, and that's what he wants. Come on back, guy. I know you're coming. I will wait for you. Where you going? Okay, okay. Don't pretend like you don't want it, because that's exactly what you're after. Okay. He's not discouraging, but he wants that stuff in there. We tried all kinds of things to chase him off. Tried banging on the door, opening the door and slamming it. He kind of spooks him a little bit, but you'll see it a little bit. Pat yells at him out the window, and he knows better than that to mess with her. We have bear spray, and we want to use it on him. We don't have anything against the bear if he was a better neighbor, but they're dangerous. You go spook one of them, they'll rip your head right off. There's a so tall over. He's seen one of the shots. One of them came up and ripped the top of that thing right out and took it. I guess they eat it. They eat anything, I suppose. Uh, Anything can rip that sotol plant apart. You can kind of see it in the upper right-hand corner a little bit because it's dying. It killed the plant. And I banged on the door, and that didn't work. And we use ratchet straps. See, that spooked him. Or maybe that was Pat yelling at him. We use ratchet straps to hold the lids on, so if he pulls it over, the lid won't come off. But he got in there anyway this morning, sometime during the night, and tipped it, and he ate a bunch. So he's got his stomach full of good old chicken scratch. But what we're going to do is I brought a pallet, big pallet over, and we're going to get some new cans. These are bent up. The other bear bit a hole through the lid on that garbage can. Oh, that was Pat yelling at him right there. Okay. Anyway, we're going to put it on a pallet and lash it down with ratchet straps. And so even if he pulls it over, he won't be able to get the lid off of it. So I guess that's the end of that.